most of the time, if you're catching them on a plastic square bill crankbait, you can catch a few on a balsa wood as too. But there's going to be specific conditions where the balsa is better than the plastic one by far. A lot of the big difference on this has to do with how high and quick the bait floats, because a balsa wood square bill floats up a lot higher. It's a lot more buoyant than a plastic model, and there's some advantages to that. And also, for the most part, balsa has, they have a unique water displacement and a unique wobble. First of all, they're silent. A lot of the square bills you have in the plastic models have rattles in it. So you have a silent bait here that floats up a little bit higher. It just pushes water a little bit different. It displaces water a little different, and it has a little bit different vibration. So those three characteristics are a lot of times what's responsible for the bass reacting to it more. Downside about a balsa wood is that since it's a wooden bait, the only thing you can have is a flat matte finish or a metallic finish on it. You can't have a sort of a translucent finish like you have in some of the square bills. So your color options are a little bit more limited, not bad with that. Okay, so when do you want to use a balsa wood crankbait? I'm sort of going to run you guys through the season as far as how I like to use them. Now, I first start using the balsa wood crankbait in the late pre-spawn when that water temperature is in the mid to upper 50s. If you have a situation where you have a lot of fresh off-colored water come into the lake, like the water's dirty, guys, that dang train, I swear, every video I start, that train appears out of nowhere. You guys may hear it back there in the background. It's getting ready to come by the house again every freaking video. God. So anyway, in the pre-spawn, when the water temperature is in the mid to upper 50s, if you have an influx of dirty water, like from a heavy rain for a couple days, a lot of times those fish, they get shallow with that, in that 50-some degree water. And guys, a balsa crankbait, a big number 3 balsa crankbait is the way to go there. It wobbles hard, it wobbles wide. I usually take a big one like this and some type of a bright color, throw it right up on those rocky banks, guys, and fish it in less than 3 foot of water. I've caught a bunch of good fish doing that. Now, that same deal holds true to the whole season. As far as a balsa crankbait, to me, it works better in that dirty water. It's like that's one of the advantages to it. There's something about it, just the way, the color, the way it displaces water. It simply catches more bass if you have water visibility under 12 inches than a plastic one will. So that's number one with that. The next thing with that is, since a balsa bait is a high floater, it deflects off of wood better than a plastic one. So if you can take a balsa wood, guys, and throw it like down the edge of a lay down tree or some thick cover